And I have to come back to one thing, and in no way am I blaming everything on Billy Donovan, right? Because we're going to talk about Billy Donovan as the head coach and the expectations that come from being a head coach in the NBA. I'm not blaming everything on Billy Donovan. I think Billy Donovan is a perfectly serviceable X's and O's coach. I think that, right? To his credit, Billy Donovan, when you really look at this team, he's basically coached almost 3 different versions of the Chicago Bulls team. People like to say it's all been the same, and it's not. When you really look at the play style by the Chicago Bulls, there have been 3 distinct play styles by this team. Of course, the first play style, before we traded for Nikola Vucevic, which, okay, that first year under Billy Donovan, we were on pace to make the playoffs until Zach LaVine went down with COVID and missed like the last, 3 weeks of the season. Then we saw the version with Zach and DeMar and Lonzo and Nikola Vucevic. Now we've seen this version of the team that is more fast-paced, is taking more three-pointers, that has a more up-tempo style, right? We've seen that. So he has coached different styles. It has not all been the exact same. We are a very mid-range hungry team, and it wasn't just DeMar. Zach LaVine also lived in the mid-range quite a bit. Kobe's mid-range shot, his percentage in the mid-range was almost 2.5 times what it is now, earlier under Billy Donovan. We've now eliminated the mid-range shot, right? And I want to look at it. I think that coaching plays such a integral part of the expectations that a team has and also the standard that a team needs to play to. So when we see the team settling for bad threes, do I think Billy Donovan is telling them settle for bad three-point shots? No, I'm not going to say that Billy Donovan is telling them to settle that. But he is creating the environment where players feel safe in settling for that and then not holding them accountable. We talk about Vooch's bad play. Now I know Zach Collins is out, and then times where he stood in the game. Billy Donovan has a 48% win percentage over 6 years with only 1 season above 500. Now this season isn't complete yet, so that win percentage can continue. But I found an interesting stat that really kind of brought all this home for me. Coaches that have 5+ years, or at least 5 years, and it happens very rarely. Most times coaches are done after 4. But 5+ years of below 500 have never consistently won above 500 after that point in time. And that's just not in the NBA. That's all of sports. Now, a lot of that is a lot of coaches don't get to stay around with having 4 or 5 years of below 500 records. But the fact of the matter is that once again, the Bulls are on the precipice of making history in the wrong way, being one of the few and only franchises in the world, not just basketball, in the world to hold on to a coach with 5+ straight years of below 500 records. That is what the possibility that could happen with Billy Donovan if we have another below 500 season this year, right? It'll be 4 straight. It'll be his 5th overall.